Hopefully, I gotta figure out a way. Maybe if they tap it and then it goes, but we'll see. Okay. All right, so here's the live, right? It shows live. All right. So I can join the live. The only other thing I would have to see is if somebody because right, let me see. I don't necessarily need dark mode. Maybe settings, maybe. Okay, we're gonna just try to make it work this time because I just want to be live at this point. I want to at least get it in before this game starts. So we'll see what happens. But I am gonna for sure read this out. That is what I'm gonna do. No, don't log out. Creator tool, live center. Yo, what up, y'all? What up? We gonna start here in a sec. Trying to get back into it. Trying to get back into it. Waiting to get the people back in. It's all good. But I'm gonna read this out here in a second. I need to see how to make the other thing work, right? For the multi chat or whatever it is, because I'm on the desktop itself. I'm using OBS, so I want to see how I can get it to work. Because when I use the TikTok Studio app itself, bro, it literally like blocked me or whatever from using this or whatnot. Yo, what's up, Flight? How you doing, bro? I'm gonna read this artist a couple old ESPN articles back in the day I found. Couldn't find them all. It's funny, they took a lot of them down, especially like when you try to look at the like archives to read them. You can't even pull them all up. But I am gonna show the stands how their beloved used to get talked about and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. And I do want to read some of these older ones because, like I said, a lot of stuff on ESPN you cannot find anymore, right? Like I tried to find the whole the 08 Celtics. That round, you can't find all the series of all the games. I tried to find all the games of those. I tried to find all the games of the Magic series. You can find quarters, parts, and stuff like that, but you can't find them all. Same thing with like articles like this. Like even like this is funny, but Skip Bayless wrote this. Like if you see right here, Skip Bayless wrote this. Like believe it or not, but this is when Skip Bayless would write articles. But this is one Skip Bayless wrote. And even how ESPN used to look, bro. They don't even make ESPN look like this anymore. Like, you don't look, that's Skip Bayless. You can't look at lame LeBron is what he called it. I forgot. But you can't even like go into their archive. You can't. It won't let you. Like, you can't. Like, a lot of this stuff is gone, bro. Like, you can't find it no more. It's, what else do they have here? That was a funny one. This was another one. Like, and it's funny too because a lot of these guys, like these journalists that would say stuff like this, they're not even on air no more. Like, I don't want to necessarily say they got rid of them, but they got rid of them in a way. Like, what is this one here? This one was by Scoop Jackson. Like, a lot of people don't even know who Scoop Jackson is. This is ESPN too. Chris Sheridan. A lot of people don't know who Chris Sheridan is. Before we go over all this, I just want you guys to see like the visual look of how this stuff used to look, man. Like ESPN doesn't even look like this no more. Like this color right here and this will always be memorable to me. Cause like this is what I remember ESPN looking like, bro. Like this color right here and this before it went to just like the basic red to what it is now, and even like the magazine when you used to open up the ESPN magazines they used to have, and how all their road, like how the letters, the words used to be like this, and then it would always give you, man, like they don't even, bro, this don't even look, man, this from 06, but I'm just saying like this is from ESPN's website, but what I'm saying is you can't even find all these like articles and stuff, how it looks like anymore like this. This is what I remember and I miss and I like, right? But anyways, he's like, all you do is talk about LeBron. He say, yeah, the LaFlop, the narrative. No, and this is what I'm saying, like, bro, people don't realize that they used to have articles and stuff like this, right? And this is what I just want to show is like they used to talk about stuff like this. He said, all you do, but how is that all I do? I'm just here to show you a different narrative of it, right? But I want to read the Skip Bayless one first. I want to read the Skip Bayless one. This is the one I want to read. This is one I want to read first. And then I'll go back to the other ones. So this is one Skip Bayless did. I was trying to find the date, but I can't find the date on it. But this is one Skip Bayless did, right? In the end, it was all about 23. That's how many points number 23 Cleveland Cavaliers scored in Sunday's second half. And that was mostly LeBron James's fault. Leaf flop Glazers. I just want you guys to see how ESPN used to talk about him in articles. I'm just showing you what is actually here that we can still find, right? Excuse me. But of course, Sunday's end was more about Friday night. That's when LeBron's team led by 3. Again, I'm going to say this one more time. That's when LeBron's team led by 3. 3 points. 3 points. You guys see that, right? He led by 3 points with 3:15 left at home. Again, he led with 3 points with 3:15 left at home. That Game 6 door should have been slammed on the Detroit Pistons, whose throats were tightening like the rim their shots kept bouncing off of, right? The Detroit Pistons couldn't make a shot. I just want you guys to see this. LeBron should have won the game. 3:15, he had a lead. You guys see this article, right? I just want you guys to see what's here. Yo, gang, do you do anything other than gargle Bron? That's what you doing, Almighty. You doing that to me. He said, do you dislike LeBron? You know he an all-time great fam. Top 2. I wouldn't say top 2, Marco. I wouldn't say top 2. I don't have him number 1, but I definitely wouldn't say top 2. LaFlop only cares about stats. For you guys to say hate, where is the so-called hate? When have I what am I saying on this that's hate? I'm showing you guys the actual article from ESPN on something that actually happened. So where is the so-called hate? This actually happened. ESPN wrote this. This isn't hate. I'm reading you guys what ESPN has. So they said again, I'm gonna read this one more time. But of course, Sunday's end was more about Friday night. That's when LeBron's team led by 3 with 3:15 left at home. That Game 6 door should have been slammed on the Detroit Pistons, whose throats were tightening like the rim their shots kept bouncing off of. That was almost all LeBron's fault. I know. And what is the thing everybody has used since LeBron, his entire career? His age. The kid is just 21. And what do you guys use now? Oh, he's 40. Oh, he's going to be 41. They have been trying to use the age excuse since day one. They used the age excuse when he was young, as you see here. This is an ESPN article. He's pointing out that they tried to use age since he was young. Like, this is when it happened. This is an ESPN article. So you guys have tried to use age since he was young, as I've stated numerous times. And now you guys are using age when he's old. A lot of you guys weren't even born when this article was made. If I'm being honest with you, a lot of you guys weren't even born. This is proof to show you. You guys have used age when he's old, and this is him mocking the stands that try to use age as an excuse when he was young. This is in real time. This happened, right? Oh, my bad. I forgot. Yo, you guys understand? He says, this Jake Larson guy, guys, I don't really respond to them because they've shown me their level of how do I say this nicely? They showed me they're not really worth having a conversation with. That's the nicest basic way I'll place that at. He said, "Who is my top 2? Jordan is number 1." He said, "What happened after the game? Give me a time when MJ lost more than 3 times in a row." Facts. So anyways, after that it says, I know. The kid is just 21. But, and what does this say right here? LeBron what? But LeBron, and this is an ESPN article, remind you, LeBron worshipers cannot have it both ways. You cannot tell me he's better than Michael Jordan when at this stage, some of you contend at any stage, then defend him when he fails because he's barely legal. Do you guys not understand this? You guys have been trying to use this excuse with age since these days. It's been over. Look. Now, oh, he's old. It's crazy, right? You guys have tried to use age his whole entire career as an excuse to justify the undercomings of anything. This is the funniest fan base I've ever seen. What did he say? He lost to Larry 13 games in a row. Show me. Show me the years. Show me the games. From win to win. Your last 15 videos are all about LeBron. You are so obsessed with a dude you don't even know. If you're able to tell me the amount of videos I've made, you're on my page, right? So that would mean you are obsessed to figure out an answer on what I'm doing. So if you are aware of what I'm doing and I have no idea who you are and what you're doing, that means I'm winning. You are a fan. You are obsessed, Joel. And I am grateful. You are in my comments conversing. Thank you. Now sit down, take a seat, and continue to be a fan of me as I continue to speak and you continue to watch me speak, because that's what you're going to do when you're in my chat. Is sit and watch me speak, because that's what you do. You are a fan of me. Thank you for admitting that. I'm grateful for that. Thank you. LeBron has over 300 NBA players that never lost to him. And again, this is a ESPN article, but LeBron worshipers cannot have it both ways. You cannot tell me he's better than Michael Jordan was at this stage. Some of you contend at any stage, which is not true, and then defend him when he fails because he's barely legal. And then we have Q Jarrell, QYT, who is another stan of mine. He wants attention. What am I going to do when LeBron retires? Continue to make the great content that I do. You mad and I love it. And you mad and I love it. What are you going to do if I stop streaming? Hey man, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but if you just said you checked that I had 15 videos of LeBron, do you think that there is videos of anything else? So if I have videos of just LeBron or just of anything else, so let's use our logic with rational thinking here. Don't you think that I will go and make content of the other things that I already have on my page? Or is it, as what you said, that I only have content of one thing? Let's think here. Like, let's use this in here, right? Let's just use this in here. I know there may not be much, but just use this in here really quick. Now, I'm sorry, guys. We got interrupted by children that were emotionally unstable, which happens when, you're dealing with people on the internet that are, afraid to put pictures of themselves as their picture. You kind of know the level of people you're dealing with, right? We know what we're getting with. Where hypocrisy is insane. Where is the hypocrisy? He said hip crispy? Like hypo crispy? Hold on. hypocrisy. Hypocrisy? Like, hold on. What? 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 Hypocrisy? How? 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 People still talk about Jordan and he's been done with for 20 years. Who's been better than Jordan? Le hypocrite. Okay, that is funny. Why are you worried about what he makes? I've seen you. So if you've seen me, and this is what I don't understand about people, guys, right? Hold on. Let's go back to this. I'm actually going to make a video out of this. So he said, hey, man, I don't even mean this in a disrespectful way. Why do you only make content about LeBron? I'm going to say this one more time. Joel says, hey, man, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. Why do you only make content about LeBron? And then Joel then proceeds to say, I've seen you make videos about other people. So Joel, if you've seen me make videos of other people, why would you ask me previously, hey, man, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. Why do you only make content about LeBron? And you kind of get what I'm saying when I say you see the people you're dealing with based off their profile picture. You can kind of tell. See, but back to what I was saying. These are the ones that become your fans. Like, and I laugh at it, right? And I was trying to understand, right? Like, I was trying to understand. I know how to spell it, but I was trying to understand as I say it, what I said that meant it, right? So I was trying to read and think at the same time. That didn't work out too well. I can't multitask. But again, as I just stated previously, it just doesn't make sense how you ask the question that you then state, oh, well, I've seen you. So how can I only make, you know what? I'm not even going to give you attention because you're not worth the time of that. You've shown me that. Keep dropping the facts on them. Don't stop. No, I got to just keep reading this just to show them more facts, because I guess showing the truth is hate, I guess. I don't understand it really. But thank you guys for being in here. Thank you for the follow. Who gave me the follow? Michael. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. That shows you how good Michael was, and I grew up watching. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Nobody has passed Michael in those 20 years. They hate the truth, right? And so I, right here. Let me go back to that. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you for sending that. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you. So it says, I mean, look at the pictures of Jordan and Magic and Bird at the age of 21, and you'll laugh at how skinny and how baby-faced they look. LeBron, no. This kid is a man now, and he must be treated as such. Off with the kid gloves. No more premature myth-making. LeBron James has the size, the strength, skill, and instincts to be an all-time great player. More magic than Michael, but he isn't yet. But he isn't. Let's be honest. He isn't even close. But we're just making this. This is an ESPN article, guys. This is ESPN. This is on ESPN. ESPN approved this. This is how they used to talk about LeBron. This is real. This ain't fake. This is ESPN. I'll send you the link if you want it. I appreciate your grind. The City King. Are you talking about me? If you are, thank you, my guy. I appreciate that. If you're not, I mean, just let the name of whoever think I seen you on YouTube. Hey, Max Ryder, thank you if you have. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We're going to go to this. Bro, this dude doesn't talk about anything but LeBron. My bad. No one else, any NBA players. I mean, I talk about basketball, bro. You kind of, if you say that's all I talk about and you're aware of what I talk about, you seem like a fan. So, I mean, thank you. I appreciate that. He's mad. He is mad. You acting like I'm forced you to be here. LeBron's hairline already retired. You did a Mark Price video. On a live, I talked about it. But that was a while back. Much love from France. Hey, shout out to France. Jordan is the GOAT. Send me the link. I've been looking for stuff they covered up. Thank you for sending that. Just send me a DM, truth be told, and I'll send you this. I said records. But anyways, back to this, right? It says off with the kid gloves. I'm gonna read back everything just in case you guys just got in here. But this is an ESPN article once again. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for sending this. LeBron, no, this kid is a man now, and he must be treated as such. Off with the kid gloves. No more premature myth making. LeBron James has the size, strength, skill, and instinct to be an all-time great player. More magic than Michael, but he isn't yet. Let's be honest, he isn't even close. When it really counted in game 6 and 7 against a very good but not great Pistons teams, LeBron was a colossal disappointment. At 6'8", 250 pounds, he came up small. He shrank under the pressure. Holy cow. Holy cow. My favorite TikToker right now. Hey, shout out to you, my guy. Thank you. Now you want to lie? Yo, every edit. Thank you for sending that, my G. More points, rebounds, assists, higher 3-point. Stats only get you so far when you look at them, right? Yo, let people join this debate. I'm on OBS. I don't know how to do that on OBS. I think I only can do that from the TikTok app. Unless you know how to do it from OBS, tell me. If you do, I'll try. If you do, I'll try. Let me know. Help your boy out if you know how to set it up from OBS. If somebody, I don't know how to invite anybody up here from OBS, but if you know how to do it, let me know. And then here it is. It says he still has a long way to go as a leader. He still has a long way to go as a leader, a shooter, and a clutch scorer at 21 years old. Why do you think he went to Miami? Because he couldn't lead, he couldn't shoot, and he was not clutch. He could not do those. He needed to go to a winner already. Talk about Jordan's failures, 1984, 1990, 1995, and the Wizards years. Well, Charlie, what happened in 95? Tell me what happened in 95. I wish I knew how to have people come up on here. I wish. If anybody knows how to from OBS, you get what I'm saying? He got stripped clean for a game. Right. So again, you're talking about a game. I said, tell me what happened in the year. You see what I'm, and this is also when I ask questions and you see how when he's talking about years, right? And this is when I talk about level of competence, right? Level of competence of who you're dealing with, right? He literally said, let's talk about the failures, and he's talking about years, right? He brought up 84, 90, and 95. And again, this is the level of competence when you're dealing with these emotionally unstable people, right? He said again, let's talk about Jordan's failures in 84, 90, and 95, right? So I said, let's talk about 95. What happened in 95? He got stripped clean for a game. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Cool. He's talking about years. I respond back to him with a year, 95, right? And then he brings up a game. Just a game. So I guess. Enable the guest feature on TikTok Live to. Okay, Jay, how do I do that, my guy? How do I do that? MJ not even top 30 on turnovers. What are you talking about? Low life. Oh, he is mad. He is mad. The fanboys will say anything. It's so sad. No, they will, because they're going to defend their beloved LeBron any way they can, because a lot of the times that they've seen LeBron is this. LeBron fans haven't seen LeBron play till about the Cavs days. You'll have some that are maybe in their early 20s that saw LeBron in the Heat days, but most didn't see LeBron play until the Heat Warriors, right? So this is all they know. All this stuff that they are seeing now, they think didn't happen because they didn't see it when it was going on. Like this article right here is on ESPN. This was made when a lot of these LeBron fans weren't even born. Like, this is factual. This is a factual ESPN article. But Jay, if you're in here, how do I, where did his message go? How do I enable guest feature on TikTok Live? Because I'm using OBS. I'm using OBS. LeBron versus Kobe Olympic game. Bring up the film. Bring up the film when Kobe had to carry them boys to victory. That's what happened. That's what I remember. Bernie Mac with tattoos. Dang, this boy Chris is so upset. He's trying to hurt my feelings. Oh my gosh, he says I look like Bernie Mac with tattoos. Let's give him a clap. That was the best insult that he could come up with because he is in his feelings. That is how I know I won. Chris was in my last live complaining. He then joins again complaining. That's how I know I won. But anyways, back just enable it with settings. Jay, where? Go to settings, or what do I do? Go to settings, moderation settings, orientation, picture in picture. I'm on OBS again. If you are talking about how to do it on that platform, I'm not on that platform, as I have stated. Anyways, back to what I'm reading. Before I got interrupted by the LeBronites. Yo, Black Ice, what's good, bro? You one of the names, Ant-Man, Kaimani, some of the familiar names, every edit, some of the familiar names I see in here. What's up, what's up, what's up? Chris B. Dream, what's up, boy? I see you in here quite a few too. Anyways, back to what it says. He still has LeBron still has a long way to go as a leader, a shooter, and a clutch scorer. Beating the psychological fragile Gilbert Arenas and the Washington Wizards was one thing. Closing out the Pistons quite another. This postseason was a start, but only that. If he's really serious about becoming a great player, he'll hire a shooting coach and shoot 1,000 jumpers a day through the off season. But he didn't. He didn't. Yo, this boy Nick too. Hey, if you guys ever see this boy Nick is also one of my OG like fan outs. He was in here when I had under 1K. So whenever I see an OG fan out, I always shout him out. This boy Nick was like, bro, bye. I'm not responding to your content no more. And then Nick still follows me to this day, bro. Like, you want to know what's so funny about Nick? Nick doesn't follow me, right? Anytime I post something, Nick is one of the first people in my comments. That's why I always say, guys, if you have somebody that's like just hating on you or just talking bad about you, keep them around. They're going to keep your comments popping. They're going to keep you giving you constant views, and they're always going to be around because they always want to see the fact that they want to see you fail and you keep doing good is why they're not doing good and why you're winning, right? Because they really want to see you fail, so they're thinking bad, and they get the bad energy, and you're getting their good energy because they really helping you win. Like, they're helping you win, and it is what it is, right? Like, you got to take the good with the bad with the good. Like, everybody's not finna like you, right? It is what it is. You just got to entertain it, bro. And the simple fact that they think they can make you mad, like, bro, I really be laughing at a lot of y'all comments. Like, I remember this dude was like, this guy doesn't work. Like, this guy doesn't work. Like, I'm like, so it's like, you gotta just like laugh because like, you can't take it serious, bro. And I just laugh at it. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Let me read these comments really quick. And then I'll go back to reading this. So he says, hold on. I got to scroll up. My dog. He says, you got to get a hobby, man. Yo, Nick, you got to get a hobby, bro. You stay on my page, bro. I like it, though, bro. I like it because I'll never forget. You're like, bye. I'm not coming back. And then you've been back every day since. So I got to give it to you, bro. The consistency of the negative words you give me, I laugh, bro, because you're like, bro, this and that. And you still come and you still show up. So I applaud you on that. Exactly. They keep moving the goalpost. Bro, they're always going to move the goalpost. And that's why I always laugh, because it's always one excuse after another. He only has to say 15 more years to be maybe close to Jordan. That 07 playoff run. No, it was overrated. It was very overrated. I can hear the fanboys now. First 50-year-old to score 10 points. No one ever had to tell MJ to work on his jump shot in the... No, that's facts. We got to remind them of that day. Now the Heat ain't a super team. So basically, he's trying to be like, huh? Who's trying to be like, who? What? What you talking about, K-Money? He said, not 1, not 2, not 3, not... Yeah, man. Yo, Q Jarrell, is he still in here? I wonder if he is. Somebody let me know if he's in here still. I wonder if he is. That boy was a fan. He goes, LeBron was a jump shot. Bro, LeBron was a jump shot away from winning. LeBron was a jump shot away from having more finals MVPs than Jordan, if we're being honest. People don't want to admit it, but, bro, he could have got a ring off the Spurs if he had a jump shot. He could have got a ring off the Mavs if he had a jump shot. He might have even been able to beat Golden State a couple of times if he had a jump shot. Man, Charlie, you're like, bro, well, if you feel that way and you have like no other like points or anything, I guess I'm just gonna ignore you. He said you can only enable guests through but you gotta do it through the phone settings. Hold on, let me see. I might be able to do it through the phone. Let me see. Let me know. I'll try. Dang, I'm gonna have to get water here soon. That dude, he think he trying. Oh, the dude Nick. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, he do think, bro. He's man, bro. He funny. All right, so that was one thing holding him back. The Spurs, bro. That was the only main thing. That and his late game turnovers. So let's see what this one say. Right, you can only enable it through TikTok, but you got to do it through your phone settings. So if I do it through my phone settings, I don't even know if it'll work if I'm using the because I'm using OBS. So let me see. You're saying for my phone settings I gotta do it. So what do I click? I go to like live or something, account privacy, share profile. Basically for my phone I got account, I got content and display. I got cache and cellular. I got support and about, and then I got log in. Hold on. Let me see. Nick has more of a warrior spirit than LeBron. A better consistency. Bron fans always crying. Bird Magic, Duncan. I don't really know about Duncan, bro. I don't know. Let me see. Not 1, not 2, not 3. That Nick dude. Always emotional. Yo, Lil Rue, my guy. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. I didn't even know you follow me on this account. Yo, how you doing, my G? Welcome in. Welcome in. I didn't even know you followed me on here. That's lit. That's love. That's love. Let me see. Yo, Jay. If you know the setting, let me know and I'll try to get it. Yo, every edit. Thank you for the follow. Fun fact, MJ has more career blocks per game. I believe that. I believe that. All right. Let me see if I can find it on here if he sees it. I got you, twin. Good to see you doing your thing. Hey, man, that's all I can do is try. Hopefully you doing well, man. Hopefully you feeling better. I'm going to see you at the top. You already know that. Day by day, man. Day by day, it gets better and better. Some days it may be worse. Some days it may be better. But you know what I'm saying? You just got to take it by day. Content preferences. Hold on. I'm trying to see what good Camelback Road in the house. Oh, you in AZ, bro? That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. That's what's up. I didn't know that. I was trying to see if he was in here still, but I don't think he is. I was trying to see the setting I needed to do to get people on live to talk. But I was because I'm using OBS. I'm not using the studio app. I was using OBS. So I was trying to see if I could get people on here, but I don't know how to. He's like, Kobe won a ring with a broken finger, saw LeBron get carried because of cramps when he knew he'd lose. More blocks, more steals, more offensive rebounds, still better than most NBA players' best playoff runs. Go to settings and find guest. Okay, hold on. Let me do that. Go to settings. Like, is it on my phone? Would it be under like the account? Or would it be under like the content and display where it says like notification, live, music, activity center? Or is it what, like about? I'm not sure. You're gonna have to let me know because I don't really know. But anyways, I'm gonna read the rest of this part, right? So like he said, this Skip saying this, no cap. He said if he's really serious about becoming a great player, he'll hire a shooting coach and shoot 1,000 jump shots a day. Like, this is factual, right? Like, this is really on ESPN. Like, I understand just because a lot of you guys were not born when this happened doesn't mean it's fake. Doesn't mean it's hate. Doesn't mean it's anything. I'm showing you stuff y'all not aware of. So because this stuff was really going on and it's new to a lot of y'all feel a certain type of way because it challenges the perspective and the things that you have thought, right? So again, it says it. If he's really serious about being a great player, he'll hire a shooting coach and shoot 1,000 jumpers a day through the offseason. Michael and Magic taught themselves to be very good shooters in their third or fourth pro seasons. Yes, LeBron improved dramatically from last season, but he still has a long way to Michael or Magic. Like, he's literally like, bruh, this ain't no cap, you know what I'm saying? So, oops, my bad. This is stuff that was really talked about when it was going on. Magic cannot shoot. Skip wrong for that. He could shoot when he needed to, but Magic was more of getting the offense going, right? Like, he was more of orchestrating the offense. Like, even on a per game basis, Magic averaged, I want to say, 12 assists per game, basically. So he was more worried about getting the Showtime Lakers going, but he could shoot when he had to, you know what I'm saying? He definitely wasn't losing because when he lost, it wasn't because he couldn't shoot. Hakeem and Kobe has better playoff runs than LeBron. He says, what did he say? He is top 2. I mean, you can feel he's top 2, but I don't feel he's top 2. What makes you feel he is top 2? LeBron helped the Spurs and the Warriors solidify dynasties. Oh, that is low key. Yo, Benny, what's good, bro? What's good? I'm just talking basketball, bro. Just talking basketball. Yo, how you doing, bro? You back in the towns, or are you in DR still? You in DR? Or how is everything going? Hopefully you've been well, bro. Hopefully you have a good Christmas too. Hopefully everything is well with you. He said you got to set up multi-guest and live on your phone. It's in your live settings. So is the only way that I could set it up from my phone, or is there a way that I can do it from OBS? Because I was getting the notifications on Streamlabs when I use Streamlabs, but I can only use Streamlabs if I'm playing the game. So it's like, I don't really use OBS, right? But I would get the live notifications when I use Streamlabs, but because I'm not playing the game, I'm not gonna get the notifications because I'm on OBS. Hold on, what are you saying? LeBron is top 10. Be happy with that. LOL. Kobe been top 3 since 09, but y'all wasn't. A lot we're not. Media doesn't say his double-digit streak is only regular season. No, that part too. The youngins have no idea how good MJ. No, they don't. It was almost equal to his. No, that part. Forley flop. What does he say? I agree. Hakeem in 94 clears 07 Brown. No, yeah. LeBron beat two sub 500 teams and got that. He got exposed because he couldn't shoot. Like, let's just face it. He lost because he couldn't shoot. Yeah, CP3 did get done bad. I felt bad, but I mean, it's business. It happens. Got outplayed by 5'9" JJ. LeBron played a Wizards team. No, he did. And Gilbert Arenas was hurt. And I think Antoine Jameson played, or was he out? I forget who else was out. But somebody else was out. LeBasic has swept in 3. All right, so let me finish this, right? So, it says, the leaning tower jumper of his with the awkward looking release point anywhere from above his left to above his right ear is terribly inconsistent, especially under pressure. Sometimes he wheels in 3-pointers on pure emotion, but mostly he's just another streak shooter, more cold than hot. Dude was in an overrated. Hold on, what'd you say, Ref? I don't get what you mean by that. LeBron, no, he has no MVPs in his 30s, bro. No MVPs in his 30s. I spent a half hour watching Jordan TikToks. You got to, Ghost. You got to, because you got to see where the level of skill is different at, bro. It's just different levels of skill, different levels of how they play, different things of how they, different ways of how they played. Games 1, 2, and 6 in that Pistons series in 07, bro. Even in the closeout game, people don't understand. If Boobie Gibson didn't have that game 6, it goes to game 7 in Detroit. Like, people don't understand that. Like, it was a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter. LeBron started passing a ball to Boobie once he seen he was hitting them threes, bruh. Like, man, it would have been game 7 in Detroit if that doesn't happen. Jordan was feared. No, exactly. LeBron is respected because everybody, bro, LeBron want to be everybody's friend, bruh. That's because LeBron's time in the West has been a massive failure. It has. LeBron isn't respected. They just know he the type to get you fired. And then what does it say right here? Listen to this. It says, when he dared to shoot outside by a triple teaming defense collapsing into the paint. Here it is again. When dared to shoot outside by a triple teaming defense collapsing into the paint, LeBron has no pure stroke to rely on. If that develops, look out, legends. But right now, LeBron is pretty much an overhyped creation of video games and Sports Center dunks. More Michael Vick than Michael Jordan. I guess I'm just lying, right? This is off ESPN, guys. Again, right now, he's a little more NFL than NBA. Oh, right now, he's a little more NFL than NBA. Near the end of the season, the kid who didn't know his own strength began to discover and embrace it. And this right here, I will say this. People don't understand, like, LeBron is better at finishing at the rim than most bigs. Like, in the restricted zone, LeBron is superior at finishing in the paint. Like, people don't understand this. This is why LeBron could have been the best. Like, this is why LeBron could have been the best if he had been able to shoot. If you had to learn how to been able to shoot, nobody would have been able to guard you because we can't play you one type of way. If you could have shot, we wouldn't have been able to guard you. That's why we were saying he could be better than these players, but he didn't because he relied on his ability to finish at the rim. Wait, no, he can't shoot. You want to talk about this, Dart? Let's talk about this, Dart. I'll stop. Actually, I'll finish this and then I will stop and we'll talk about how LeBron can't shoot. But I'm already in this, Dart. So you can hold on to that and then remind me later if you stay in here, and then I'll go back to that. I'm not ignoring it. Again, I'm not ignoring it. I'm already in this. I've been in reading this, but remind me on that. But yeah, I'm saying he can't shoot. But I'll go back on that after this. I don't know if he's in here still or not, but I will. Because I was actually talking about that before the last stream. I was definitely talking about that before the last stream before. Brother. Holy cow. You're trying to tell me how to set up multi-stream and you're not telling me how to do it. I literally asked you a question and you didn't answer it. If I ignored it when I was talking, I'm going to apologize. I'm going to scroll up, but you literally stopped answering my questions. You literally stopped asking my questions when I was asking you, what do I do? You literally stopped. You told me like 5 times, no, you didn't. What did you tell me last? The last thing that you said, and I have the chat right here that I'm looking at. Do you even know what you told me last? Let me ask you that. Do you even know what you told me last? You got to set up multi-guest in your phone. It's within the live setting. When you said that, and I will put this on live just to prove the point, I literally read off to you. Settings on my phone. Anybody in here that was in here, I said account. Do I go to account, privacy settings? Do I go to content and display, cache, cellular? What do I go to? You never responded after that. You literally didn't respond. I said it more than one time. You literally stopped responding. And then you're going to sit here and say, you've told me multiple times. No, you haven't. I literally asked you a question to that. And then you're going to have the nerve to say, bro, go live, let him come up. Like I say, bro, I'm not trying to be mean, but I feel like when people say they don't hear you or they misunderstood you, they're just not listening. They choose to hear what they wanted to hear. Because I literally said that multiple times. Like, how am I aware of what he said, right? I'm aware of the last thing he literally told me, right? And then I'm able to then tell you the response that I said to his question. Why is that? Because when I talk, I'm aware of what I'm saying. A lot of people just be talking. He said, I already said you can't do it within OBS and have to set up multi-guest setting on live. And what did you not hear when I said earlier about when I was on TikTok live earlier? Do you not listen? Are you okay? Like, for real, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, seriously, I can record me telling you at the beginning what I said happened when I try to use TikTok live. Like, I'm being dead serious. How am I aware of what I've said and what I responded to on the replies and you're not? Like, do you listen? But let me not give you this much attention to my live because you're showing me the level of competence. You're literally showing it to me. Like, not to be messed up, but you're showing it to me, bruh. You're literally showing it to me. And I'm not trying to be mean, but I literally gave you an answer to why I'm using OBS. I literally told you why I'm using OBS and not TikTok. Back to what I'm saying, because we got people that don't listen. Right now, he's a little more than NFL. Right now, he's a little more NFL than NBA. Near the end of the season, the kid who didn't know his own strength began to discover and embrace it. In clutch situations in which he had missed too many jumpers, he began to realize that the sure way to slam the door was becoming LeBron. LeBrawn. Braun. Football. LeBron, right? Again, this is on ESPN. Down the lane, he came with locomotive forces, sometimes using his off arm as a shiver, powering through 1, 2, even 3 defenders and getting cleanly to the glass or rim for a dunk or an ambidextrous trick shot. LeBron is sensationally skilled around the rim. Some Steve Nash reinforced with Baby Shaq. LeBron can be overpowering, which can jar the physics of opposing shooters while inspiring other confidence-challenged Cavaliers. LeBron's teammates are often thinking, we've got number 23 and they don't. Isn't that why Coach Brown said he felt the Cavs could beat the Spurs? Because he had LeBron James and that they would make it work? But what happened? The Spurs made LeBron shoot and LeBron couldn't shoot. So if everybody that, like the coach and these guys are saying we have number 23 and they don't, if they are saying this, why is it that as the fans of LeBron make the excuses when everybody, yo, Meech, my guy, my brother, what's up, baby? What's up, bro? Hey, man, I gotta figure out how to do the live stuff to invite people. I tried to do it on TikTok, but TikTok was hating when I was doing it, so I used OBS. If you can, wait, matter of fact, can you request up? Does it let you? I don't even know if it does, but let me know if it does. I don't know if it will on here. If it does, let me know. I'm on OBS right now. It's not. Dang. It doesn't even give you the choice. There's no request button. Dang. Is there a setting I can do from my phone? Or because I'm using OBS, do any of you two know how I could get a request button? Like, is it a setting I gotta do? I'm reading an old ESPN article. This is actually Skip Bayless who wrote this, and we're talking about LeBron, or maybe from your phone. I don't know. See, I could go from my phone and invite y'all up and we could just talk. But see, me, I like to show like physical. I could do that if y'all want. I do want to finish this though. And I guess like I have an iPad too. I could try to find a way. I gotta figure it out. Anyway, let me show y'all this. Let me show you this right quick, right? Let me finish this. This was the case for much of Game 6 and the first half of Game 7 as the Cavs were cutting Sunday's early 13 deficit to 2 at the half. This is on ESPN again, mind you. And ABC mic caught Damon Jones. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting it to say Damon Jones. I'm sorry. I'm wrong for laughing. I'm sorry. I was not. I'm sorry. Man, I'm sorry. So I guess I'm a Damon Jones hater too, guys, because I just laughed at Damon Jones's name. All right, let's go. Caught Damon Jones in a timeout. Huddle reminded his teammates. Talk about force and power. I wonder why Damon Jones was hyping him up saying that. Anyways, translation. You keep powering to the rack, LeBron, and good things will keep happening. They're not saying keep shooting the ball, LeBron, and good things happening. It says LeBron keep powering to the rack and good things will happen, right? Game 6 obviously was the one the Cavs had to win if they were going to finish off one of the most amazing upsets in playoff history. But in Friday night's fourth quarter, LeBron's most glaring early career deficiency had to open the eyes of the blindest LeBron worshipers. Again, this is on ESPN. Mind you, this is on ESPN. This is ESPN. You guys hear this, right? And what everybody doesn't know and what everybody forgets, and I always say this, and I've said it, and I said this in the bubble in 2020 when, gosh, why can't I remember his name? North Carolina, he was on the Spurs. Is it Green? The three-point shooter that missed the shot when LeBron passed it to him. Why can I not remember his name right now? Danny Green, yes. If you watch before that in the timeout, thank you. LeBron is biting his nails before the play. You can watch it. LeBron is biting his nails. When LeBron was biting his nails, I knew the Lakers were going to lose that game. You say, how do you know? We used to make fun of LeBron for biting his nails because that's when we knew LeBron was nervous. If you go and watch the decision, when LeBron says he's going to go to the Heat, watch what he asks LeBron before LeBron says he's going to the Heat. LeBron, are you still a nail biter? Not as much as I used to be, is what LeBron responded as. LeBron used to bite his nails every single time in the crunch and the pressure. That's how we knew LeBron was nervous, because LeBron would start biting his nails. LeBron was a nail biter. If you go read Relentless by Tim Grover, the dude who trained Jordan and Kobe, Tim Grover talks about coolers, finishers, closers. He even talks about LeBron, how LeBron wasn't a closer because LeBron's nail biting. What does this say right here? Hold on. He committed 4 turnovers. He committed 4 turnovers in a nail biter of a fourth quarter. Why does LeBron bite his nails during fourth quarter timeouts? With this stuff is common. This ain't new stuff. This is just stuff that they don't talk about anymore. But this stuff has been talked about for years. His inability to shoot. And you guys can say whatever you want. Skip Bayless wrote this. Again, Skip Bayless is literally telling you how LeBron could have been the greatest, how he would need to improve his jump shot, but he never did. He's telling you the stuff he's good at, but he's also telling you the stuff he's bad at. He's not hating. He's acknowledging the things he's good at. He's just not saying he's better than Michael or Magic at their stage of their career, because he wasn't. And everybody kept trying to say he was when he wasn't. King James, 21, no. And the constant things that you guys kept trying to use. And I want to go back to this really quick before I read it again, right? What does it say? I mean, look at the picture. Hold on. Wait, my fault. I know. The kid is just 21, but LeBron worshipers cannot have it both ways. You cannot tell me he's better than Michael Jordan was at this stage. Some of you contend at any stage, then defend him when he fails because he's barely legal. You guys do the same thing now. When he's old, oh, he's 40. Oh, you guys tried to do this when he was young. You guys try to do this now for the shortcomings. It is a constant. You guys have used age as a constant excuse. That has been the pattern. You used it for his early shortcomings. Now you use it for his age. Yo, Timeless, what up, bro? What up, bro? How you doing? So if we're going to keep saying, and again, you guys literally, again, here it says, LeBron worshipers cannot have it both ways. You want to have your cake and eat it too, you can't. You can't tell me he's better than Michael Jordan when at this stage, some of you contend at any stage, then can defend when he fails. You can't use the age excuse for failing. And then here it is. I'm going to go back and just read this again. I think we'd agree that he's the oldest looking. LeBron is the oldest looking and playing. Let me drink some water before I go in. Hold up. My bad. I think we could agree that he's the oldest looking and playing 21-year-old we'd ever seen. So old physically and mentally and what does it say? And facially, that we are sometimes find ourselves wondering if somewhere along the way, somebody lost track of his age. Boy looked like a man against kids. I mean, look at pictures of Jordan and Magic and Bird at the age of 21, and you'll laugh at how skinny and baby-faced they look. LeBron, no, this kid is a man now, and he must be treated as such. Off with the kid gloves. No more premature myth-making. LeBron James has the size, strength, skill, and instinct to be an all-time great player. More Magic than Michael, but he isn't yet. Let's be honest, he isn't even close. When it really counted in Game 6 and 7 against a very good but not great Pistons team, LeBron James was a colossal disappointment. At around 6'8" and 250 pounds, he came up small. He shrank under the pressure. He still has a long way to go as a leader, a shooter, and a clutch scorer. Why do you think he went to Miami? He still has a long way to go as a leader, a shooter, and a clutch scorer. I'm gonna drink some water so y'all can peep. This is on ESPN, guys. This is on ESPN. And again, look, you guys want to laugh? You can't find a lot of stuff about this because they took it off. Look, right? Again, Skip Bayless wrote this, right? Skip Bayless named it Lame LeBron. Skip Bayless archive. Look. Can't get nothing. Can't get it. Took it down. They took it down. It's very hard to find. You can't get all of it for a reason, because they don't want you to see how they used to talk about him. They don't want you to see how they used to talk about him. But anyways, hold on. My bad. Let's go back to the reading. My fault. My bad. Did I already read this? I read this. No, I didn't. I didn't read this. Did I delete what I needed? Hold on. I did. I deleted it. Dang it. Hold on. Hold up. Let me go here. Oh, dang it. I don't have it. Dang it. Give me 1 second. Do I have it here? Hold up. I do want to read this one. This one is from May 21st. I'm gonna read that one in a second. Yo, Mez, what's good, bro? Hey, shout out to Mez. If you don't follow Mez in the chat. Mez be speaking a lot of real basketball truth. Give me 1 second, y'all. I was reading it and I deleted it. Hold on. How do I get it back? Hold on. My gosh. Hold up. I literally had it. Where do I get it back? Hold on. Just having a little technical difficulty because I wanted to read that. Is it this one? Oh, here it is. So I'm gonna just read it. Let me read this right quick. I'm gonna read it up. Keep cooking with your content, bro. It's fire. Hey, I'm grateful. Love and respect at the end of the day, Mez. Love and respect at the end of the day. Let me go here. All right, we back again. Skip Bayless wrote this. I want y'all to see this. Skip Bayless wrote this. This is on ESPN. This is real. This is not fake. This is on ESPN. I'm showing y'all how the ESPN used to talk about LeBron. And again, I showed you I can't even find his archive. They took it off. I can't go and find it, right? So I'm just showing you guys stuff. This is how ESPN used to look like, bro, back when the art, man. So anyways, I'm going to go back and we're going to read it. Okay, so where did I go? It was Magic, Jordan. Okay. Yep, all right, here we go. Off with the kid gloves. No more premature myth making. LeBron has the size, the strength, and you guys say Skip Bayless hates LeBron. Listen to what Skip Bayless is saying about LeBron. Again, you guys say Skip. This is Skip Bayless. This Skip. Skip Bayless wrote this. Skip Bayless hates LeBron, but you guys say Skip don't never say nothing good about LeBron. This is what Skip is saying about LeBron at 21. But Skip hates LeBron? Again, I mean, look at pictures. Okay, I already read this part. My bad. Off with the kid gloves. No more premature myth making. LeBron James has the size, strength, skill, and instinct to be an all-time great player. More magic than Michael, but he isn't yet. Let's be honest, he isn't even close. When it really counted in Game 6 and 7 against a very good but not great Pistons team, LeBron James was a colossal disappointment. At around 6'8" and 250 pounds, he came up small. He shrank under the pressure. He still has a long way to go as a leader, a shooter, and a clutch scorer. Beating the psychological fragile Gilbert Arenas and the Washington Wizards was one thing. Closing out the Pistons quite another. The postseason was a start, but only that. If he's really serious about becoming an all-time great player, he'll hire a shooting coach and shoot 1,000 jumpers a day through the off-season. Michael and Magic taught themselves to be very good shooters in their third or fourth pro seasons. Yes, LeBron improved dramatically from last season, but still has a long way to Michael or Magic. The leaning tower jumper of his with the awkward looking release point anywhere from above his left. I'm sorry. That leaning I'm sorry. That leaning tower jumper of his with that awkward looking release point anywhere from above his left to above his right ear is terribly inconsistent, especially under pressure. Sometimes he wills his three-pointers on pure emotion, but mostly he's just another streaky shooter, more cold than hot. Do you go through this? He said, hey, bro, can you go through this so I can tell you what's up? I mean, I'm chilling, bro. I'm going how I'm moving. I'm vibing. I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? You can always come back to when I'm done and you can let me know because, you know, I was speaking on that earlier. I'll put it to you like this. LeBron only shoots at two spots of the court, brother. The top of the key is his favorite spot and the left side. He don't shoot from the right. Where are the Lakers making LeBron shoot right now? From the weak sides. LeBron is not a weak side shooter. He can't shoot from the weak side threes or twos. So if you're ready to tell me his 3-point percentage or whatever, I'll bring up the graph and show you. We was talking about it earlier. Anyways, back to what I was saying. When dared to shoot outside by triple teaming defenses collapsing into the paint, LeBron has no pure stroke to rely on. If that develops, look out, legends. But right now, LeBron is still pretty much an overhyped creation of video games and sports center dunks. More Michael Vick than Michael Jordan. Right now, he's a little more NFL than NBA. Near the end of the season, the kid who didn't know how to use his own strength began to discover and embrace it. In clutch situations in which he had missed too many jumpers, he began to realize the sure way to slam the door was by coming LeBron, using his muscles, right? So, again, what does it say? Down the lane, he came with locomotive force, sometimes using his off arm as a shiver, powering through 1, 2, even 3 defenders and getting cleanly to the glass or rim for a dunk or an ambidextrous trick shot. LeBron James is sensationally skilled around the basket. Again, you guys swear Skip Bayless ain't never said nothing good about LeBron. And then he says, some Steve Nash reinforced with Baby Shaq. LeBron can be overpowering, which can jar the physics of opposing shooters while inspiring other confidence challenge Cavaliers. LeBron's teammates are often thinking, we've got number 23 and they don't. That was the case for much of Game 6 and the first half of Game 7. As the Cavs were cutting Sunday's early lead, As the Cavs were cutting Sunday's early 13-point deficit to 2 at the half, an ABC Mike caught Damon Jones in a timeout huddle, reminding his teammates about force and power. Translation: keep powering the rack, LeBron, and good things will happen. Game 6 obviously was the one the Cavs had to win if they were going to finish off one of the most amazing upsets in playoff history. But Friday night's fourth quarter, LeBron's most glaring early career deficiency had to open the eyes of the blindest LeBron worshipers. He committed and you guys notice how it's always in the fourth quarter. All the videos I have is in the fourth quarter of LeBron, right? Like, it's always, he'll do great the game. Hold on, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me get some water really quick. I'll be right back. Read this. I'll be right back. I'm gonna read it too, but I need to get water. I know some of y'all gonna leave, but I need to get water. I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me a second. Ice too. Oh, I need water and ice. Give me 1 second. I gotta get ice too. Hold on. Charge my phone in. Holy shit. I didn't even take that long. Got my charger, got it back. Okay. I get my charge. My phone was done too. My bad, Joe. I tried to run. I tried to run. Okay. All right. So back to what I was saying. All right, we back. My fault. We back. So he committed 4 turnovers and a nail biter of a fourth quarter. Why does LeBron bite his nails during fourth quarter timeouts? Because he's scared. Nothing to be ashamed of. He's human after all. But he's going to have to teach himself to channel that fear into fourth quarter fury. Magic and Michael did. They made their names in these situations. And so far, LeBron's name and age are all that save him from late game criticism. I mean, not really, because they try to use it now at this age, right? Again, LeBron's name and age are all that save him from late game criticism. The truth is he's choking. He's also failed to call time on the final possession to set up a potential overtime forcing 3-point shot. As I remain unconvinced that his gift for passing the basketball is matched by a gift for taking over in the clutch. Magic and Michael displayed that rare intangible in college. And you notice how LeBron fans won't argue with you intangibles? What are they better at LeBron over than intangibles? Intangibles don't matter. Yes, they do. They matter a lot. He said, I'm just saying, why do you say they are better shooters than LeBron? First of all, when LeBron played the Celtics, I mean, we can even use the Spurs finals. First of all, when LeBron played the Spurs in the finals, LeBron didn't have a field goal made in the first half. They guarded LeBron to shoot. LeBron couldn't make a field goal in the first half. You can't make a shot. Then we can use the Celtics. I don't think LeBron had a shot made outside of the restricted zone until the second quarter of game 2. What do you mean LeBron could shoot? I'm literally telling you. We're literally showing you. Even when he lost to Greece, how did he lose to Greece? Because Greece made LeBron shoot. What do you mean small sample size, bro? I'm telling you how he lost to Greece. I'm telling you how he lost the finals against the Spurs. He couldn't shoot. I'm telling you how he lost. He didn't get gold medal because he couldn't shoot. He lost to the Mavs because he couldn't shoot. Like, what are you talking about? Like, let's be like, it gets to a point where we're like, I don't want to say riding D, but like, bruh, the Mavs series, the finals against the Spurs, the Celtics series, the Pistons series, he couldn't shoot. What are we talking about? If I go to his log to show you the majority of the points of where he's scoring, it's in the restricted zone. The majority of his points scored are in the restricted zone. Why are you losing? He couldn't shoot. I get it. He got better as a shooter. Yes. I'm not going to deny that. But if we're going to sit here and even say his Heat days, he wasn't you're not going to like me saying this, but LeBron is a better shooter now than he was in his Heat days. Because what did LeBron figure out? LeBron figured out the spots to where he can make threes from. That's why LeBron is struggling right now. I understand he hasn't played a lot right now, but as I've said, LeBron's favorite place to shoot the basketball, if it's not in the restricted zone, is at the center of the court, the top of the key. That is taken away from him right now. It goes center of the court, left side is his second spot, and then the right side is his least favorite spot. You can look this up, even if we use just the last 5 years, right? Whether it is a 2-pointer or a 3-point shot. The majority of his shots taken is in the center. Watch. We could even use, like, what year is this right here? But I need to go back to finish reading this, but we could use, this is 2020, 2021, right? We're not even worried about the percentages because, like I said, the majority of his shots he's going to make is in the restricted zone, right? Is in the restricted zone. You guys see this, right? Everybody see this. We acknowledge, as I've said, LeBron finishing in the restricted zone is where he hit the majority, right? I'm not using this. I'm using shots, right? Okay. We can look at his percentages from the left. 44, 42, 35, right? Right. 28, 36. Top of the key, 33. It is what it is. 37 and 29, 38 and 40, right? Let's look at the attempts. As I say, these are just twos. 473 at the center. I don't even want to use twos, but this is just my point. More in the center, more in the second most on the left, second most on the right, right? And even with the percentages of where he's taking them, it's not like he's shooting the least amount on the right and he's shooting better on the right. He's shooting the least amount on the right side because that is his weaker spot. That's his weakest spot, is the right side. He's cognitive of this. Like, LeBron is a smart guy, guys. He's smart. He is aware. Like, do you not think he's not aware of where he's good at shooting and where he's not good at shooting? Like, I wanted to ask that question, right? So when you guys say LeBron can shoot threes, I'm sorry, when I say LeBron can't shoot threes, and you guys, the first thing you love to bring up is his overall 3-point percentage. Yes, I understand that is his 3-point percentage, but it goes deeper than just the stat of a 3-point percentage. Like, it goes deeper than that. And I understand, like I said, this year, he hasn't played 10 games this year yet, right? But you're seeing the struggles right now in the shooting because he can't shoot at his spots to where he shoots at a high percentage at. And this isn't just LeBron, right? This is the basics of any NBA player, right? What is like, if you really want to talk about the basics of any basketball player, right? It doesn't matter who versus who is guarding, right? It could be Shai and Lou Dort. I'll use two people on the same team. When they're in practice going against each other, realistically, what are they trying to do? Lou Dort knows where Shai wants to go, and Lou Dort understands that Shai is one of the best players in the world, right? So if Shai is going to beat Lou Dort, what is Lou Dort realistically trying to get him to do? He's trying to make Shai beat him doing stuff he's uncomfortable doing. So what am I getting at? Yes, we're human. Everybody has stuff they're good at. Everybody has stuff they're bad at. Everybody has favorite spots they like to shoot on the court. Everybody has spots they don't like shooting on the court. That's humanly perfectly fine. It is what it is. But what I'm saying is what makes somebody great and what makes somebody a great shooter, where I say they can shoot threes, is that's not a problem for them. They can shoot anywhere on the court. Now, again, if we break down the numbers, yes, they're going to be shooting better at certain spots, top, left, right. They're going to be shooting better at different spots of the court because that's just how, I don't want to say life and numbers work, but yes, of course you're going to be you're going to be better at shooting at the top of the key maybe versus the left of the key or the right of the key. But what I'm going at when I'm showing you, when you look at the numbers and the percentages are significantly different, when you look at the made share, where this is 24, where obviously, like I say, the center is going to be his highest because that's where he shoots the most, right? His attempt share. But his made share, when his made share on the left is 28, and his made share on the right is 18, and I'll use some other years to show he knows where he wants to shoot the threes at when he shoots them, because he's not going to shoot the threes in a spot he's not good at hitting it at. That's what I'm trying to show you here when I'm talking about shooting. Mez, I don't know. I had a question for you, actually. I don't even know if you can answer for me. I am using OBS right now. I don't know what you use when you go live, but I was trying to have it to where I could invite people up. But when I had like images like this up on the TikTok app, it like restricted me. So is the only way you can get people to go up? Basically what I'm asking is, I guess, is there a way you can get people to come up from like OBS and stuff? Or do I have to specifically be on the TikTok app itself to have people come up? Because I guess people were saying they can't even see a request button to join my live. So I'm like new to going live on here, so I was just curious if you had an idea. But anyways, back to what I'm saying. So this is 2020, right? And I'll even show you just I want to go back to finishing what I was reading. So I'll show you this one. This year, like I said, I understand. I'll just accept this right now. I understand he hasn't even played 10 games, right? So this is a short sample size. I understand that. I understand that. And again, I understand this is a short sample size. He hasn't even played 10 games, right? Follow me. As you see, 0% on the right side. As I said, even though he has 0 at the top of the key, where would... Actually, let me show you another year before I go and say what I want to say so you kind of get what I'm saying. Okay, did I use 2021 or 22? I'll just use 2022 or 23 because I didn't. Okay, again, we see, again, restricted zone, his favorite spot. Cool. Let's use 3-point shots. 261 center, 126 left, right? 102 right. And again, he has the made share tied here. Cool. First, and now I got to use the 3 to prove my point of what I'm saying. So he has a made share. This year he shot good at, cool, from the 3, 24-24. But the majority of his made share is 51 in the center of the court. He got, thank you, Mez, thank you. He got taken away his favorite spot of where he likes to shoot the ball. Okay, so not only can he not get in the rhythm, not only is he, I don't want to say playing out of place, but he's playing out of place, right? So let me use the 2s because I want to see something here too. Made share, okay, I could use 2s. Made share 6.8 from the left, 4.7 from the right. So let me use another year because now I'm 1-1. So to back up what I'm saying, I got to use another year. And then let me go here from the 3-point shot. Okay, cool. Again, made share 187, right, from center. He's shooting from the center more than the left or the right. As you see, 83s from the right, 127 from the left. Cool, he had tied 1 year, right? We seen 24-24. More years than not, his made share from the left, the center and the left is going to be significantly better than the right. As you see here, he made share 30% from the left side, made share 20% from the right side. He does not like to shoot from the weak side. The right side, he does not like to shoot, right? So this is what I wanted to show you when I'm talking about shooting when you guys bring up the 3-point percentage. Cool, his overall 3-point percentage is great. Well, it's not great, but it's what, 34? I think LeBron, somebody check me if I'm wrong, but I think LeBron's for his career is like a little bit under 35% from the 3 for his career. I think it's like 34.9. I'm pretty sure his 3-point percentage for his career is 34.9%. It's like 0.1 away from 35. It's like barely under 35. I'm pretty sure. Somebody Google check me, fact check me if I'm wrong. It's 34 points. Okay, 34.6. Okay. So a lot of y'all, when y'all talk about it, say, oh, he's a 34% 3-point shooter. That means he's a better 3-point shooter than everybody that's under this 3-point average. And that's not necessarily the case. It's not. Because again, this is why I want to show you this year. And I know a lot of you guys are going to, matter of fact, watch this. I'm glad I just seen this. Watch this. Before I even prove my point, let's look at the Olympics. Look at the Olympics. The majority of the points he scored was in the restricted zone. Look at this. 29 out of 36. But hold on. He didn't hit. Look, and like I said, you notice he hit 1 corner 3 from the right. But look at this. He don't like shooting in the corners. Like this ain't just something that just happened. Like let's take a look. 3-point shots. He shot 8 from the center, 2 from the right, 3 from the left. He got Steph Curry, so he like, I don't need to worry about shooting 3s. He only made 4 3-pointers. He made 3 from the center, and then he made 1. He went 1 for 1. So again, 25. Like guys, he's showing you where he likes to score the ball. Right now in his role, he's not able to score that way. So I'm going to go back to reading this after this, but I want to show you this year, right? Watch. Let's look. So his favorite spot he likes to shoot, he's only been able to shoot 1 3 there. What LeBron was doing to people where he said, yo, go sit corner. Like I said, can you imagine what will happen if Luka has the ball and you hear on there, LeBron, go corner. He is a corner shooter. They've put him in the corner. I'm not lying when I remember the video I made when I said LeBron was going to be a 3rd option and you guys all got crazy when I said LeBron didn't have Sciatica and that when he comes back, he was going to be a 3rd option. And then remember the other video I made when I said Oh, you did? Send me a DM, Papa Bean, if you know how to do it. Let me know. Let me know. That'll actually be some good reading content. And then remember when I said this was going to be LeBron James's last year as a Laker or Austin Reeves because the Lakers aren't going to pay them both? They're not going to pay them both. Remember when I said this and you guys went all crazy? And then, like, this is what LeBron's threes are since he's been back. They have put him at the corners. They've made him a cone, right? So he loves to shoot his threes at the center of the court. That is yanked. They deboed that. They took that away. So now that he can't do what he's been comfortable doing his whole entire career, he is playing at his weaknesses. They don't have him play, but at the same time, Austin, like, how do I put this nicely? Austin Reeves is giving you a solid 28 a night. Like, Austin Reeves is almost giving you a 30 bomb. Luke is giving you 35. They don't need LeBron. They don't need him to score. They don't need a score. At the same time, it's unfortunate LeBron doesn't box out like that to get you rebounds and stuff. What LeBron can offer as a player right now, the Lakers simply just don't need, if I'm being honest. And he's $50 million a year. But again, as I said, he shoots more at the left than he does the right, right? He shoots significantly better at the left than he does at the right side of the court. This is I just showed you a 5-year sample size. A 5-year sample size I just showed you. We don't even need to use the whole 23 career. I'm literally telling you where he likes to make his, like, bruh, center of the court. He's making the Lakers worse because of where his weaknesses are. And I don't want to compare his shooting, but it's like, bro, you guys like to say, LeBron can play off ball. LeBron can shoot threes. LeBron only can make threes at the spots he's good at making threes. It's not like he's this dominant three-point shooter from all over the court. That's never been the case. Even when I'm reading the thing where Skip Bayless is talking about his inability to shoot, it's not like LeBron James has ever been a reliable three-point shooter. He learned how to shoot to become, I don't want to say a below average three-point shooter, but that's basically in a sense what he is. Yes, again, he got better, but again, let me go back to reading this article after I get done cooking. So look, we have LeBron with these threes right here so far for the year, right? He's made 7 threes this year. So I just wanted to show you guys, again, where he's scoring at a high level. And again, it is the restricted zone. That's why another reason why I laugh when we talk about his efficiency. Like, we're supposed to talk about efficiency, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying efficiency doesn't matter. That is not what I'm saying. Efficiency 1,000% matters. It 1,000% matters. But when it comes to talking about efficiency, when it comes to a player that is scoring the majority of their points in the restricted zone, and when we look at shooting at a deeper level, at what it really is, at spots like this, it kind of is like, come on, guys. Like, this is a 5-year sample size. Like I said, I'm not saying he can't shoot. He learned how to shoot in certain spots, but it's more than just a 34 from the three. It's more to that. And I could do this is with any player. This is with any player you can do this with, right? But when I'm saying when we're looking at what is being happened on the court, right? And we're seeing the results from it, like, oh, he's just coming back from injury. Yes, but look at what he's doing where he's at. He doesn't coexist there. He's making everything worse, right? My bad. Dang, where is the article at? Okay, there it is. My fault. Let me finish this. I just wanted y'all to see this when it came to the shooting thing. Like, cool, he shoots 34%, but that 34% he shoots isn't 34% from every area where he shoots from the three. I just kind of had to show that because I feel a lot of people feel that way when they argue. They think that the person's 3-point percentage of what it is overall is where they shoot everywhere. And that can be the case. Yes. I'm not saying it's not. Because it's not definitive. Of course it can be. But with LeBron, I'm just showing you that example, especially I know a lot of y'all don't know I'm a Laker fan, but I'm a Laker fan. I've been a Laker fan. I watched the Laker games. They got a game in 20 minutes? Oh, it's about to be on right now. They do got a game coming up, so I'll watch that. But I'm just talking from what I see on the court, right? What I see going on, what I see transpiring, where they have this man, how he's playing, what he's relied on. Again, Father Time is undefeated. You show me somebody that Father Time hasn't beat. Jordan is the greatest basketball player ever. Jordan got took out by Father Time. So Tom Brady got took out by Father Time. So anybody you like, anybody you say is the great, even if you say anybody is better than them, right? You everybody free to their own opinion. Father Time took him out. I don't care. Magic. Father Time took him out. But let me go back to reading this. I had to. And another thing I want to say before I continue this, I always laugh. Like, you guys got to understand, like, narratives, right? You guys and even me, I don't want to say you guys, but like how easy it is to get consumed into narratives, right? Like, people don't understand it. And I'm going to give you guys a perfect example of this. If comments are comments, right? You can't take nothing I say from a comment, because at the same time, I'm doing my job as a content creator, responding to the comments I get. And I sometimes make stuff spicy in the comments because I know somebody reading it is going to be like hype, right? So I'm not talking about comments, but you have to understand how easy it is for narratives to go, right? Because in any of my videos, you've never heard me say LeBron is trash. You've never heard me say LeBron is a bad basketball player. You've never heard me in any of my videos say LeBron is garbage, right? Like, the funniest thing about this all, I could be a LeBron fan and you guys don't even know it. What the funny thing is, I feed into the villain into you guys' story. Not all you guys, but a lot of you guys, right? Because for people to say I'm a LeBron hater, you can't even say how I hate LeBron, and that's what I laugh about. I just have you emotionally in by what I'm posting because you think I hate LeBron or you assume I hate LeBron. All I did was feed into that narrative of what you portrayed me as a LeBron hater. That's all I do. And I laugh at it every day because of the comments I read and what you do. Because I was posting Kobe and Jordan and Mike and all this, right? I could, and I always laugh about that too when people say, what are you going to do when LeBron retires? I mean, I can go back and post Kobe and Jordan all day like I was. I could go post. I will be okay whatever I post. I like entertaining y'all because this is funny to me. I like LeBron. I'm a fan and get called a hater because I'm exactly. And you want to know what's funny, Mez? It's not that and I will say this too, which is funny. It's not that I dislike LeBron, because I don't. LeBron is a great player. He's a great player. It is the LeBron fans that I laugh at, because at the end of the day, Mez, I feel we're around the same age, so I feel you'll understand when I'm saying this. We were able to grow up and watch everything that happened with LeBron when it happened in his career, right? I'm not able to say I watched all of Jordan's career. I watched Jordan on the Wizards, but I was definitely old enough to remember the draft when LeBron and them got drafted. Now, what I wasn't old enough to do when I was watching LeBron at first was I didn't know offense. It's like I was like 11, I think, when LeBron got drafted. I got to check. But anyways, I didn't know like offenses. I didn't know like what defensive sets were being played. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, like sets and stuff like that, right? Like all that stuff that I do now, but I understood like you got to score to win, like basic stuff. You get what I'm saying? But now as an adult with the knowledge of the game that I have now, I'm able to go back and rewatch these games with not only the knowledge that I have of basketball, but as an adult, but what a lot of people don't understand is perspective. I'm able to look at this all at a different perspective and be like, oh, this happened. Oh, this happened. Oh, this happened. And again, I know I talk about his early stuff, but a lot of the stuff I talk about this too is because a lot of you guys that watch LeBron were not old enough to understand how LeBron was talked about. I'm showing you the other side of the story that you guys think is non-existent, that you guys think didn't happen. That, like, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Like, yeah, I understand he's won NBA championships. Yes, he has. I'm not going to take anything away from that, because at the end of the day, I'll say this, and it is what it is. With all these shortcomings I talk about, if LeBron did not win those championships that he has now, bruh, it would have been bad for that man waking up every day. Like how they were on him now, and these that I read, it would be 80,000 times worse. So what I will say, he dug himself out of the bottom. He did. He had to. I don't want to say he had to, but he had to if he didn't want to get talked about in this light anymore. He put in the work to do that. I will not take that away, because in life, like I say, there's good and bad in anything, right? There's bad and good in anything, good and bad in anything. Nothing is definitive like that. What did he say? Dang, I didn't read a lot of these. I still got my LeBron James jersey from like 4th or 5th grade. I just understand bad. No, right, exactly. And at the end of the day, it's entertainment. It's entertainment. It's for, I don't want to say it's for fun, but it's for fun. It's entertainment. Is this bad? I want to say it's just basketball. Rob Bills, why do you feel that's all I talk about when I have videos of other things on my page? Excuse me. I got to see the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, the extremes, lows. I seen it start to finish. No, exactly. And that's where I'm at. I seen all of this, bro. We seen all of this. We literally saw all of this. That's legit the same as if MJ didn't win his, especially since MJ. I mean, it's the same thing with Kobe. If Kobe had have never won any finals without Shaq, you know how bad. Just like, this is another thing, right? I'm going to go back to what they would have said about Kobe if he didn't win with any without Shaq, because they said it. Oh, you haven't won any without Shaq. But it's the same thing, and I'll debate this. I'll argue this with anybody. If Kobe and LeBron had have played each other in the finals when Nike was doing those commercials, whoever had lost that finals, especially if they didn't get to go back again and play, their career, their legacy is tarnished, like badly, to where no matter what the other player did over them, I don't want to say it's kind of like the same thing with Pat Mahomes and Brady, but it would have been similar to Pat Mahomes and Brady. I don't like talking about other sports, but it would be very, very, very similar to that. It would be. Yo, Jacob, what's up? What's up, bro? One of my biggest fan outs. I'm grateful. I watched, hey, man, that's lit. I watched all of MJ, Kobe, and LeBron isn't close to MJ. I mean, they play completely differently. That is one thing a lot of people don't understand. They do play differently. But let me finish reading this. Hey, the one thing I will say about Jacob, too, I'm going to be honest. This boy Jacob don't follow me, but he constantly in my comments, you know what I'm saying them stuff. I respect the consistent effort of the trolling. And you keep it like when you be talking about like how I be going on LeBron and stuff like that. You keep it the basketball, the players, right? So I respect that you are consistent. I don't want to call you a hater, but you're a consistent troll with trolling me consistently. And when you talk trash about LeBron, Kobe, the basketball players. You keep me out of the trolling and keep it basketball. So for you to be that consistent and consistently do that, I do commend you for that. That's why when you came in here, I acknowledged you the way how I did. Because I do appreciate a consistent troll. I do have admiration for that. You come consistent, you in the comments, you going not only at me, you going at the people in my comments, you be going in, saying your part, and you come back consistently. I admire that. I admire that. I admire that. And you keep it at the topic at hand, basketball. You don't say nothing not only about me, you keep it basketball to the people in the comments, even when they say stuff. So I did have to say I acknowledge a good constant troll. So I commend you for that. Thank you for coming in. I sat at lunch tables catching as a man while all the haters was bro, and tables turn, bro. Tables turn. Mez, I'm the same way as a Kobe fan, bruh. I'm in AZ. I'm in Arizona, bruh. Can you imagine when I'm wearing my Kobe jerseys when it was 2-1, 3-1, going out Lakers. And then it's 3-2. I walk into class. Suns. And then it's 3-3. Suns. And then the Lakers lose. What happened? Man. And then the next year, like, bro, everybody, I'm the only Laker fan in my school, bro. Everybody is a Suns fan. Everybody is sunned out, bro. I'm wearing the only Laker jersey, man, bro. Braun has one of the most impressive finals wins. You can't blame him. Blame most of it. I mean, you can blame the wins and you can blame the losses. I mean, if you win, you win. If you lost, you lost. It's not, oh, you lost and you lost. I mean, there are reasons to why you win and lose a game. Like, you make a game plan for a reason, you execute or don't execute for a reason, right? It comes down to execution, but there is definitely reasons to why you win a game, just like there is definitely reasons to why you lost a game. In my opinion, and this is, I guess, is my opinion because people agree to disagree, but the saying is called, you play the game for a reason. Any given Sunday, anybody can win. Like, I don't like using different sports, but like boxing, bro, anybody can win, anybody can lose on any given night, any given Sunday. People can have the best games of their life, bro. You can have the best brawl of your life. Like, I don't feel we should ever justify losing. If you lost, you lost. The first thing anybody's gonna, if you don't know somebody and you go to the store and you got a sports outfit on, the first thing they're gonna ask you is, did you win? Winners win. Winners get remembered. Like, even understandably, right? Like, and I don't even like using injuries as an argument to justify why you lost, right? Like, because any player we use, like, I could use Kobe, I could use LeBron, right? I'll use Kobe and LeBron, for example. Kobe and LeBron have both won and lost championships due to injury. Other players I could use too, but I'm just saying, so what is the point to use an injury? Oh, they lost because of injury. Okay, they've won because of injuries. So what is it like? What is it really? Like, we could say it for both players, guys. Both players have, Kobe and LeBron. I would have to look at Jordan. I don't know. I'm just using two off the top of my head. So two that I can factually tell you right now that I know won championships due to injury is Kobe and LeBron. Won and lost. Not them themselves, but I'm talking about going against teams that had injuries they won and capitalized off of. Yes, they have also lost finals that they had injuries to themselves. But again, we played a game for a reason. It goes both ways. That we can argue that all day we want, but this is factual. So we can't, for my top 10, I'm gonna be honest. I know people keep asking me. I got to do some research. And the reason why, I'm gonna read this after I answer this question, but the reason why I have to do some research, I'm the type of person to where if I say something, I want to be able to tell you why, not just from feeling, but with factual information to back up what I'm saying. I could tell you why Jordan is the GOAT. I could tell you why Jordan is number one. I could tell you why I have Jordan number one, right? No, I agree. A lot of these players, no, exactly. Because the thing, I don't know if you agree with me, Mez, or not, but when I do my list where I say I have to study and be able to tell you why I have them at a certain spot, and a lot of people aren't going to like this cherry picking. You have to be picky. You got to be picky. You have to nitpick. You can't beat around the bush. If somebody is better by barely at this than the other person, I got to put you over here. But this is why also a lot of it is interchangeable, as Mez just said. But you have to be picky and you have to nitpick when you're doing a top 10, because it's called a top 10 for a reason. Everybody doesn't make the top 10, right? Just like when you have, and I don't want to do this, but I'm going to just do this. But when you're doing a top 10 for a song, right? Top 10 on charts. These songs obviously, yes, the radio and all that, we're not going to talk about that, but there are common songs to where when you listen to them, everybody and their mama listens to them. I'm just saying, whether it be, and yes, obviously necessarily it's not always rap, but I'm just saying there are songs where they're more catchier than others, and that's just a different story, different thing. But again, you nitpick. You have to nitpick when you have a top 10. But I'm going back to read this really quick because I wanted to read this originally, and I haven't. So I just want to read this really quick. Everybody in here, I will eventually have, like, to where you could come up and request to come up. I was on OBS, so I didn't know how to do that from here. I had that. I thought I had the settings on my phone to do that. I don't know how. I went to the TikTok Studio app, and when I did that, I got restricted for having like pictures and stuff like this up because I can't use the links. So I wanted to be able to like read and talk to you guys with this. So that's why I didn't have go back to TikTok Studio, because it wasn't going to recommend me to the live, right? Because I don't know. I guess I'm not supposed to have stuff up like this for some reason. I don't know. But back to what I was saying, because I do want to read this. Again, I'm just showing you what they used to say, right? So it says, as I remain unconvinced that his gift for passing the basketball is matched by a gift for taking over in the clutch, Magic and Michael displayed that rare intangible in college. Obviously, LeBron could still be in college, but will he mature into a great clutch player? Maybe, maybe not. Yes, 2 of these late Game 6 turnovers came when Chauncey Billups and Lindsey Hunter made sly blind side steals. Isn't that funny? They got Damon Jones and Chauncey Billups in here. But he must learn to be more careful with the ball. He must prevail as much with skill and court sense as raw power. He must figure out how to create better clutch shots or to create them for his teammate. He made the right play. He made the right pass. We've heard that saying a lot. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave that there. But I know the Pistons survived Game 6 by retrieving 4 lucky bounce offensive rebounds in the final 3 minutes. And I know LeBron's teammates stunk in Game 7. Jones, Larry Hughes, Eric Snow, Donyell Marshall, and Flip Murray combined to shoot 4 for 25, including 1 for 8 on threes. But LeBron's team was down only 2 points at half and lost 79-61. LeBron's 21 in the first half, 6 in the second half. LeBron's 21 in the first half, 6 in the second half. 6 second half points. So one thing that I do want to point out here, that was another constant, as you see in these like blowout games, especially the underwhelming performances, especially pertaining to the second half. Again, I'm just showing you stuff that a lot of you guys want to avoid happen. Because again, 6 second half points, right? And as you've seen in the Magic, he had a bad second half in game. I mean, a bad second quarter. It was a bad second quarter because I just got done watching the Magic series. But he had a bad second quarter in the Game 6 where he got eliminated. But he also had he didn't have a bad fourth quarter, but he just quit playing. He just became passive and stopped playing. But what I'm saying is he had a tendency of checking out mentally, right? Which he still, I don't want to say he still does, but there are moments where when he gets frustrated, he checks out, which is what we saw a lot of in these early years. I'm just showing you guys that I'm just reading what's on ESPN. Y'all can say whatever y'all want, right? I'm just reading. I'm just showing y'all some stuff I found where I'm like, look, I'm going to read this. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to read this. Because again, I'm just reading it, just showing you what they're saying. So LeBron had 6 points in the second half. Again, this is why we used to say he mentally checked out, because when things wasn't going well, where they say when things is going good, he's all in, and sometimes he can become passive aggressive. We've seen it on the Lakers where sometimes when he gets mad, he's not all in. That's all I'm saying, and this has been talked about. So here he goes, right? So, but LeBron's team, okay, I already read this. No, I didn't. But LeBron's team was down only 2 points at the half and lost 79-61. LeBron's 21 in the first half, 6 in the second half. That happened in part because Detroit coach Flip Saunders, yes, finally give him credit for making, and that was really the difference between Saunders and Brown. Not Mike Brown, but Larry Brown. He didn't make adjustments. I don't want to say he kind of reminded me of Doc Rivers, but he just never made adjustments on defense. Even with KG, when Flip Saunders was the coach of the Timberwolves, he never really made adjustments on defense. But anyways, threw some new wrinkles at LeBron in the third quarter. The Pistons began by trapping him just past half court and making him give up the ball. And the Cavs looked lost. LeBron's fault. If he's going to play point/shooting guard, he should have run straight to the teammate he passed to out of the trap, as Nash does. Literally giving you an example. Steve Nash does this, right? If he's going to play point/shooting guard, he should have run straight to the teammate he passed to out of the trap, as Nash does, and get the ball back and run the offense. Or if he's comfortable letting Hughes run the point, as Hughes did for a successful first half stretch, then fine. Let him know that and start posting up Tayshaun Prince. Didn't do this. Whatever. Take over. Direct traffic. Lead. Make teammates believe that if their 3 Pistons collapse on you, you will give them good shots they will make. LeBron looked lost too. And it goes back to like we just wanted him to lead, guys. But again, he learned how to lead. We never said anything about LeBron being, I never said anything about LeBron being bad in his early years. Even in my videos I make, what is the main thing I say about LeBron in his early years? His early shortcomings were usually due to fourth quarter collapses. I tell you all the time, he played great in the first 3 quarters. What do I say is the common reoccurrence? The things that happen in the fourth quarter. That's all I say. Because that was all what was wrong with LeBron in his earliest stages. I've said it that he should have, yes, gone to another finals besides the 07 finals. Because are we going to be ignorant to say that 08, 09, even his 10 team, those were worse or better than the 07 team that went to the finals? Yes. I'm going to let you think about that. But my whole point on it is I just say the constant thing. I never say he's trash. I just say the reason why he lost and never went back to the finals was because of his inability to shoot at the time and his fourth quarter collapses. I'm just showing you what they're saying here, right? And what is the common thing? The fourth quarter. He says, what is your content going to look like when LeBron retires? For Kyle 7, my content will look like what I have previously on my page to where I get plenty of views of. I will talk about other all-time greats. What are you going to do if I stop streaming? Who are you going to watch? Whose comments, whose videos are you going to be on when I stop streaming? What are you going to do? Whose time are you going to give? You giving me your time, Kyle. I win, right? The fact you feel the type of way, I win, buddy. But anyways, LeBron looked lost. He kept forcing up second half shots and didn't make one until the game was out of hand. With 4:42 left in the fourth quarter, he wound up 1 for 9 in the second half with 0 assists. This is unacceptable for a player who somehow made first All-NBA and finished second in MVP voting. Yes, rookie coach Mike Brown also looked lost late in the third quarter when he failed to call a timeout as Detroit broke it open to a 10-2 run sparked by Hunter's offense and defense. But Brown did try to take pressure off LeBron after the game by saying he logged a lot of minutes and he just ran out of gas. And that is another thing. Remember in that Magic series I showed you guys how Brown had to call timeouts for LeBron because LeBron was gassed? His conditioning that you see now was not how it used to be. That boy used to be tired. Again, it's not hating when I could factually prove it, right? Against Magic, that boy, and again, when Rashard Lewis made 5 for 5 in the fourth quarter, in that, I think it was game 1, where they won the game because Rashard Lewis hit those crazy shots. 2 out of the first 2 shots in the fourth quarter, LeBron was on the bench. But the last 3, one was on like Anderson. I think the last 3 was on Anderson Varejao, if I remember. But anyways, I'm just saying he was tired. He was moving. He couldn't guard him. He was gassed. But at the same time, he worked on his conditioning because you don't see that anymore. I mean, obviously with who he's played with, he hasn't had to exert himself and use as much energy, especially when he's playing with better talent and he can get easier assists. He can make it's easier for him to get I don't want to say results from his teammates, but he's playing with better talent, so it's easier to get better results. But so you're getting better results, you don't have to use more energy. But that's just, you know what I'm saying, that's for another one. He says same thing with Lakers, they missed the playoffs from like 13. Right, but okay, hold on. But you can say that about the talent they had, yes. Hear me out. I'm not saying this just because I'm a Laker fan. Hear me out on that, Dar. You are saying that, yes, but look at when he got there. Look at when LeBron got there, and look at who they gave up to get. Look at who the Lakers gave up to get LeBron, who he wanted, right? And then when you look at who the Lakers gave up to get the pieces that LeBron wanted, all of them, for the most part, succeeded, right? Like Lonzo, unfortunately, the injuries. You got Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart. I mean, Larry Nance wasn't like... Larry Nance had a good NBA career. Jordan Clarkson, Kyle Kuzma was okay. He kind of, I guess, I don't want to say got comfortable, but Kyle Kuzma, they could have literally kept Alex Caruso if they wanted to pay him. They just didn't want to pay Alex Caruso, but they could have kept Alex Caruso. So, like, at the end of the day, I'm not saying, though, this Lakers, Julius Randle, I don't want to say D'Lo, but I'm just using names. D'Lo wasn't one of them, but they could have went on a run with the talent that they accumulated from losing all those years. And again, I'm not saying it's so hard to use what if to say they would have won a championship. What I'm saying is they, with the core that they had and that they were building before LeBron got there, that Laker team was positioned to be in the playoff run. I bet he is cooking right now. I actually want to look. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. We about to look right now. Let's see. Are they on? Let's take a look. Let's see what they got. I ain't gonna have this on long because I know you're not supposed to have this, but let me see. Hold up. Can we? Oh, what? There's an error. Oh, I can't use it on this. Well, I gotta use the other the other internet browser. It doesn't work on here. I got League Pass, so I was gonna play the game. Hold on. Let me see the box score. That boy, 3 for 5, 0 for 1 from the 3. Okay, LeBron got 6 points. Negative plus minus, but 6 points, 2 assists. Okay, Rui, DeAndre. Dang, Luka 3 for 8. What is Austin Reeves? 0 for 3? Sheesh. All right, that's for another day. I do want to watch that though. I ain't gonna cap. All right. 6 points is cooking? What? Like, I mean, I thought you were saying like he was out here doing like Luka type stuff. Who is your favorite player in the league today? Me personally, and it's funny, but I like Shy. I follow Shy since he was on the Clippers. I actually got his rookie card. But when he had the game against the Warriors in the playoffs, that's when I really started to follow him. So I don't want to say Shy because he's the best, right? Not the best, but he just won the finals MVP. So my opinion, I'm gonna just say this before I say the best. The best player changes on a per year basis. I'm just gonna say that. That's my opinion. Whatever. You can argue with me with that, but so when I say it's like a per game basis, right? Like we could say LeBron James probably has the most LeBron for a fact has the most accumulation of like awards and stuff, right? Like accolades right now in the league. So I don't want to say LeBron, but we could use the second player in the league. I don't know who that is off the top of my head right now, but just because you have the most accolades, right, that doesn't make you the best player. The best player changes on a year-per-year basis, just like the best offense changes on a year-per-year basis, just like the best defense changes on a year-per-year basis, right? Like you could be the best defense of the decade. It doesn't mean you're the best defense every single year. Now, you could be the best defense the majority of the decade, yes, but long story short, what I'm saying is, could you be the best defense every year for the decade? Yes, you 1,000% could. Yes. Could even if it's just one team, could one team be better defense for the decade? Yes, even if it's one team. That's basically what I'm saying at. Okay. So for right now, I do like Shy a lot, but who do I like watching play? You would say I like Cade Cunningham play a lot right now. If Cade Cunningham can get a jump shot and not turn the ball over as much, he will be a really, really good player. He just got to work on that because he turned the ball over way too much. And and One Productions, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. He turns the ball over way too much, and he can't shoot a consistent three. That's his problem right now. In the fourth quarter, what I like about Cade a lot is that boy is not afraid to score. He could be having a horrendous shooting game, and in the fourth quarter, he will score and score and score. I mean, what is Brunson like? I feel, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like we know what Brunson is. We don't know what Cade is. Like, and Brunson he's not bad, but he's not like he's hooping with his friends. That's cool, but it's like, what is Brunson really doing? Like, besides shooting the ball? And that's another thing I'll say about Cade. Cade is getting rebounds and assists. He gets you rebounds and assists. My thing with Brunson is like, yeah, your first bad take, Nixon for. I mean, I'm just waiting for you to tell me what is Brunson like? A point guard that can score, cool, but if he's not scoring, what is Brunson doing for you? Right? Because my thing, like, we can, I don't know. He's cool, but he's not, I don't know. That's just my opinion. He's undersized. I don't know. It's not that I don't like undersized guards, but he's a top playoff performer for the last 3 seasons. Okay, so what the last 3 seasons, what have the Knicks done? I'll entertain that before I go back to reading this. What have we seen from the Knicks the last 3 seasons? The last 3 seasons, we just saw the Knicks lose their head coach. So if he's this great playoff performer the last 3 seasons, let me know what they've done. I'll entertain that. Each playoffs, we're getting closer. What is the Knicks in the let me see. Do we have the standings? What is the Knicks in the standings? Let me see. Okay, so I'm talking about Cade right now. Cade's team is better than the Knicks team right now. And you sit, like, what? I don't even want to like do this, but I'm gonna just do this just to do this because I kind of want to see because I don't know what Jalen Brunson's is. Let me see. Hold on. It's showing me the team stats. Hold on. I want player stats. There we go. Roster. Oh, player stats. I'm just actually curious because I want to look at this, right? I'm going to just look at this shit, right? So Cade is giving you 27.5, right? He's giving you 6 rebounds and 9 assists. Okay. Now let's take a look. Let's take a look at this boy Brunson. I'm just curious. I want to actually see stats. Okay. Player stats, right? I didn't even look at and obviously I'm not looking at advanced metrics or anything like that. I'm just looking, I just want to see. This is a quick look. I usually don't do this off this. I just want to see something really quick. Okay. Brunson 28. Okay, that is 0.5 more than Cade. And then he got 3 rebounds and 6 assists. All right. So so Brunson can give you 0.5 more. Not like this is I don't want to say a pure scoring guard, but like, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. I'm not saying Brunson's weak. I'm not 6'2". I'm not saying Brunson's weak, but like, come on, bruh. My bad. I had to turn that soul tape on for that one. I had to turn the soul tape back on for that one. Did the Pistons not lose last year? Of course, everybody loses. But again, we're talking about this year. We're talking about right now, right? I'm not talking about collective body work. We can even talk about the last 3. We can talk about the last 3 years. What did the Knicks do the last 3 years? So, because the Knicks beat the Pistons last year, the Knicks are better than the Pistons this year. That's what you're using to justify that? Because I was talking about Jalen Brunson and Cade Cunningham. You're talking about teams. Only thing I had asked was when they were talking about the Knicks, he said that they're getting better. So I said the last 3 years off what he said. You want to go off that. If you want to go off of that, when he said Brunson is a top 3 playoff contender, right? So WA10, first you brought up Brunson, and I love how you're the one that said this. So let's use logic and rational thinking really quick, right? So you just said over the last 3 years, Brunson is one of the top playoff contenders, right? So you used last 3 years with Brunson. I brought up Brunson and Cade, right? And then you bring up teams as a response, as a rebuttal. Do you see the competence? I'm gonna grab a bathroom break really quick because I love how he brought up what did Brunson do the last 3 years. I respond to that, and then he brings up teams. This is, man, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Dang, that boy Austin Reeves is 0 for 6. That is insane. I gotta watch this game at the half. All right, I'm gonna hurry up and read this. He said, I said, did the Pistons lose last year because you said they're better? Right. So again, let's use our logic and rational thinking. You are trying to say that the Knicks are not better than the Pistons based off last year. Did you not hear anything I said when it changes on a year-to-year basis? And you're sitting here trying to use that the Knicks are not better, that the Knicks are better than the Pistons because the Pistons lost to the Knicks in the playoffs last year. So that means the Knicks can't be better. Do you see how that works? Like, again, do you not see how that works? Can't say the Pistons are better when they have improved it. You're talking about last year. So let me ask you this, guys. Let me ask you this. You see how he's literally saying that the Pistons are not better than the Knicks because the Knicks beat them last year? That is lunacy. That is lunacy. Again, I'm just for you to use that logic when it changes on a year-to-year basis, that's lunacy. Reeves is 0 for 7. Dang. It changes on a year per year. Is the best player, the best team, the best? Does that not change on a year-to-year basis? Yes or no? Because the finals is the most important part. That's the most important part, is the finals. And it changes on a year-to-year basis. So for you to say one team is not better than the other, that's like saying that because the Thunder won the finals, no team is better than the Thunder this year. The Thunder won the finals last year, so no team this year can be better than the Thunder. When the Nuggets won the finals, the Nuggets won the finals, so no team that season can be better than the Nuggets. That's the logic. That's again is lunacy. It's lunacy. Literally lunacy. But I'll allow you to, if you want to go with that, like it is what it is. But I'm just showing you the lunacy to it. You need to prove it in the playoffs. The Pistons haven't shown they could win in the playoffs. The Knicks haven't shown they can win in the playoffs. That's like you saying the Knicks are going to win the finals when they haven't won the finals with the team they have. The Knicks got to prove to me they can win a finals. We're getting closer. Cool. Have you won a finals with this core? No. Have you been to the finals? Cool. Did they win a championship? Did they win a finals? Did they go to the finals? I'm just saying, bruh. Like you guys sit here and say, LeBron, I can do this with anything, right? Like, because I'm only going off facts, right? You get what I'm saying? I feel you though, Black Ice. And at the same time, if it happens, Black Ice, you will be the first person I allow freely in my DMs and say, talk your trash. Talk your trash. You said never said anything about chips, but you played a game to win. You played a game to win. You played a game to win. Back to this though, right? When LeBron was asked if there had been a case, he gave a terse no and stared at uncomfortable questionnaires for a few long seconds without elaborating. Now we see what LeBron is really made of. He can sign a 5-year, $75 million extension with Cleveland this summer, and he recently indicated he's leaning in that direction. Yeah, right. He said, I'm happy with what's going on right now. I love my teammates and the coaching staff. But he added, we'll see what happens. Now, will we? Yes, he could use a more proven scorer to take some pressure off of him. But will LeBron's adversaries and posse convince him the failure in Game 6 and 7 were solely the fault of his teammates and coach? Or will he continue to become a real star by accepting most of the blame? Skip Bayless can be seen Monday through Friday on Cold Pizza. This was Skip Bayless who wrote this. Skip Bayless who wrote this. So this is just one of the few articles I wanted to see you guys get read on that don't get talked about. I ain't gonna cap. I do want to watch this game, and both teams haven't shown they can win, but which has been closer. Losers lose, winners win. Did they win or did they lose? You see how that goes? You trying to make excuses for losing. Knicks and Pistons don't stand a chance with the Celtics and Tatum back. I mean, Celtics haven't won without all their players. They haven't won anything without Drew Holiday. They haven't won anything without Kristaps Porzingis. We don't know what they're going to look like. The Celtics don't run the East. You don't know how Tatum's going to come off this Achilles. That's premature to even say that. They still got to show us. Like, what? All right, I want to watch this Laker game. Anybody got anything they want to talk about before? I got to eat something here too, but anybody got anything they want to ask, talk about, anything? Let me know. Let me know. Anything? Dang, bro, Lakers is losing. 38-46. Austin Reeves 0 for 7. Sheesh. You need to win a finals. So Knicks and Pistons and both. So anybody else before I bounce? Anybody, let me know what y'all want to talk about, what y'all want to ask. Let me know. Let me know. Anything? Okay, let me see. Okay. Anything else, guys? Let me know. Anything? No? Yay, nay, yes, no? I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. But yeah, bro, it's bad right now. Like, it's losing. It's tough. 30. Man. The life is so exciting. It's tough, bro. Let me see the box score. All right, y'all. I guess nobody got nothing else they want to ask or talk about. So I'm going to finish this Laker game. I'll be back to talk about it after. If anybody has anything, let me know now or forever hold your peace. Because I need to watch. I want to see what's going on, bruh. But like I say, Lakers is... Remember what I've said, right? The Lakers have won more games than they lost when LeBron leads in scoring. So even if he do lead in scoring this game, as we see, he got 10, tied with Luka. We losing. I mean, they losing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't even know if I can play it on here. If I pull it on my other web browser, I could actually play the game. I mean, I'll probably do it for a second. Let me actually hold up. Let me see. Let me place that up here. Hold up. I could place it. It'll work on this browser. Let me see. I just don't know. It'll work on this one. Okay. I can watch it on here. I'm gonna watch a little bit of it. Let me see. I think it should work. Let me see. Yeah. See, the other browser don't work on. I don't even know if I could play this on here that long, so we're not gonna go that long. Hold on, am I on YouTube too? Oh no. I can't because I'm on YouTube. Hold up. Oh, I am. Hold on. Let me just see something really quick, and then I'm I am gonna watch it live. Hold on, let me see. All right. Oh, and they got the black jerseys on. Them is fire. All right. I ain't know they brought these out, and the Lakers got the white ones on. Them is fire. Man, oh man, these is fire. All right. See, I would love to be able to play this full thing like this, but I know I can't. Dang, man. Free throws, first in NBA, first in attempts. That boy Luka getting to the line, and y'all say SGA a free throw merchant. Sheesh. That's my dog, though. Both of my dogs are, oh, you missed it. And Paul George playing? Look at that. Paul George, Paul George, bro, I didn't even know he came back yet. That's tough. That is tough. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want to get in trouble for playing this because I know I'm not supposed to. I don't think I can. I should go in like the purple or something and play this, but I have my YouTube up, so I don't want to keep this up. But yeah, I'm gonna be back after like the game is over because I want to watch this. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. And then hopefully by then I will be able to have it to where y'all can come up and join and we can